Alright, let me get settled in. Alright, what's up, everybody? Quick intro for those who may not know me. My name is. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure the white balance, okay? Because I'm not too much into the editing and all that. Like, I don't want this to be that. I think that's fine, okay? So my name is Gabrielle Murphy for those who may not know me at all. That's all you need to know for right now. If you stay and grow with me, you'll find out more. For those who already know me, what's up? For everybody, thank you for tuning in, for taking time out of your day to listen to my podcast. I'm not going to give it a name right now. I'm pretty concrete on what the name is going to be, but I'm also not. I'm pretty concrete, but I'm not 100%. You know what I mean? So by the time this come out, though, I'll know the name. Everything will be set. So this episode, I have a script, y'all. I usually never have a script. So, like, congrats to me. I give a round of applause to myself. This episode is basically just kind of like an intro, a lay the line, like some ground rules. And like I say, I have my script, so I want to get into that. Okay, I already gave y'all a bit of an introduction. Listen, and now I'm supposed to give y'all like how the podcast came to be, y'all. I've been thinking about making a podcast forever. Since I was like in high school, probably from maybe 8th grade, 9th grade or so, I was supposed to make one. People who know me, like who know me from home, me home being the Bahamas, knows like, all right, this has been supposed to be a thing. Like I'm just starting it though, and I feel like after years of self manipulation, doubt, and procrastination, it's finally done. Like I'm here, I'm doing it because I realized one of my biggest things is always like, oh, I need more, right? I need to have this, I need this, I need this, I need this, but I didn't need any of that, and I'm finally at a place where I literally have a camera and I have a mic, a quality mic. So it's just like, why not do it? You know what I mean? I don't need the whole podcasting setup. I don't need anything else. I don't need a better location. I'm in my living room, sitting in this couch, this old couch. Let's just get into it. You feel me? So, like I was saying, moving on, this episode is basically like what the podcast is and what I'm not. All right. So, this podcast, it is a safe space. It's a safe space for thought processing, self-discovery, storytelling, and testimonials. Truth, big on truth. Intelligence, we don't knock intelligence here. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes that's a whole nother. I'm not gonna get into that. That's off script. Opposing views. You don't always have to agree with everything that I say. I'm not offended by that. Everybody has their own opinion on things. As long as it's respectful and humane, I don't mind. I don't have an issue with it. Big thing. This is a safe space for Black women, Black people, and then everybody else. Me being a Black woman, me being Black, I feel like my podcast or whatever I'm doing, whatever space that I create, should be a space that is safe for everybody essentially, but ensuring that my people are very safe. This podcast is growth, it's evolution, it's learning. And when I say that it is growth, it is evolution, and it is learning, I just mean that me personally, I feel like if you follow along, if you watch me, if you stay with me, if you listen to me, over time you will see my growth and my evolution. And I always try and I always make it a big point of my life to continue to grow, to continue to evolve, and things like that. So yeah, and I want this to be a place where I want this to be a place where everyone who listens, tunes in, whatever, they do the same. You feel me? It don't necessarily have to be, oh, Gabby made me this or Gabby made me da 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 da. No, like just take what you need from it and do what you need with it. You feel me? You grow, you learn. We do it together, essentially. This podcast is also fluid, so it's not a fixed thing. So one day I may be talking about, like, I don't know, systemic oppression of my people, right? And then the next day I could literally just talk about some trash music that I heard the other day, or it, like, it could be anything. It doesn't have to, I don't have the topics right on top of my head, but like whatever I feel like talking about that day. It may be me telling one of my stories, one of my life stories, a testimony, something that really changed my life, and then the next day I literally could just come here with my friends. We could just literally get off and laugh. It don't always have to be something serious, you feel me? So yeah. Most importantly, this podcast, it is what it is. This podcast is what it is, and it's for who it'll be for. It's not a fixed thing. It's not. I feel like maybe there may be some people who literally tune in one time, and the one episode that they watch is exactly what they need, and nothing else applies to them. They never want to watch again, and I think that's totally fine. I'm past the point in my life where I sometimes I do still, feel I do get caught up in it a little bit, but I'm kind of moving past that point in my life of needing validation and feeling like the more people that tune in, the more people that engage or whatever means like that's my means of success. That's not my measure of success. That's a better way to say it. So, yeah, I don't need a mass following. I don't need millions of views or anything. Like if there's four people that tune in and one person take the message from it, that's cool with me too. You feel me? So yeah. Now on to my favorite section of this, what I'm not. So for one, I'm not a spectacle. I'm also not one thing. So don't listen. You people in your boxes, please stay away from me. Respect. You feel me? Like I'm not identity riddled. I'm not Gabby, the soccer player. I have a lot of different identities. I do a lot of different things. So I feel as though I don't want to be considered just one thing. I was a soccer player. I am still a soccer player, right? But I feel like for so long I was so caught up on my identity as an athlete. Like I felt as though that's how I should really be known, right? Because I felt like at the time that was what I was best at. Like being an athlete is something that I love. But I realize that's very crippling because if you don't have a good, listen, I don't need to get deep into that right now. That's something I could always talk about later. It could be a separate episode. I'm not identity riddled. You shouldn't be either. You don't have to just be one thing. That's okay. That's literally okay. It's fine. You're not going to die. All right? Cool. Moving on. Oh, I have a script. I don't know if I said that already, but y'all, I usually never have a script. I'm growing. This is growth right here. Prime example. All right. I am not content. I am not content. I am not content, y'all. I'm not to be consumed. I'm to be connected to. And I feel as though this is what I'm saying here is exactly what you should apply to every artist, every person, every human being that puts a part of them out a part of them out there, a part of themselves out there. Yeah. Don't consume. Oh, don't please. I'm not content. Okay, I'm not here to just be solely entertainment. I want to entertain y'all. I want y'all to feel entertained. I want y'all, but also like to take something out of it, to connect. I want not to just be consumed, but connected to. So I had to sit up for this because I feel very strongly about this, and I'm going to talk about this in an episode surely. But engage. I want you to engage, right? Whether this be you watch the podcast, you decide to comment, or you decide to literally DM me, email me, whatever it may be. I want to be engaged with. I'm not content. All right. Next, I'm not perfect, and I know that may be hard to believe because I find it hard to believe sometimes too. But I may make mistakes. Yeah, I may make mistakes. I may not know everything. I don't know everything. I will make mistakes. But that's me being what you are. Human. What we are. We're human, and that happens. So don't let this internet stuff fool you, bro. You feel me? And I'm not going to come on here and try to pose as if I'm so perfect and I know everything about everything, and I don't. So, yeah. If that's the expectation you have, then you're already, I'm telling you from now, you're going to be disappointed. I think this just adds on to like what I just said. I'm not perfect. I'm not all knowing. I also, because I need to add this to that point, I may have an opinion on something, and then maybe with some research, maybe with some time, maybe with some living, some experience, that may change. You know what I mean? It's okay, and that's literally okay. That's what life is supposed to be. Imagine being the same person that you were at 15, at 30. That's kind of crazy, gang. What did you do in that 15 years? You feel me? Don't mind that. Whatever they got going on in the background, that's none of our business. But yeah, like I said, you should grow. Your opinion should change on things. You feel me? If when you were 8, you thought that the sky was red, you thought the sky was red, it's okay to some point double back and say, you know what, actually, I think the sky is blue, or the sky is blue. You can change your opinion. That's okay. People may say it's hypocritical, but that's not that don't make any sense. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, moving on. I'm not nice, right? I wrote this thing, so I'm not nice. I hope to challenge you and your belief systems. I aim to make you uncomfortable in ways that will help you grow. I won't just affirm you, and everything I say won't make you feel nice or warm inside. Some things I say will send shivers down your spine and needles into your nervous system. Those are the things that you need to reflect on. So don't expect me to be here all, oh my gosh, you're trying your hardest, and because sometimes you're not. Because I know in my case, there were times, and there's like even recently, even now, I realized like, wow, I really could be doing more. This is a part of the reason that I'm starting the podcast now. I could be doing more. I wasn't doing as much as I thought I was. I was sitting in, that's a whole other episode. I'm going to stop myself there. This is just the intro. Too deep for the intro, guys. But everything I say is not going to feel nice for you, to you. And before you click off, before you get mad, before you like, you know what I mean? Think about why though. Like really reflect on it. Like why did her saying this make me feel the way I felt? Because the thing is, some things are not like, obviously I'm not sitting and having a conversation with just one person. Like I'm not here having a conversation with just you, right? So for maybe say the 10 people that may be tuned in, why is it that you taking offense to what I said when it wasn't directed directly at you? It was just something that was said. Because it was for you. It made you feel a kind of way, and those things, those triggers are indications of things that may be lingering that we never dealt with. You know what I mean? But like I said, that's something we can always get into later. So yeah, I'm not a second time human. As far as I'm concerned, this is all of our first time here. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I don't know. Once again, it always comes right back down to like, I don't know everything. I'm not going to be perfect. That's enough said on that. And lastly, I am not your God. I'm not your savior. Don't be weird. Don't idolize me. Like I'm not, that's not what I want. I don't want to be put on this pedestal. I don't care however many views I may start to get or whatever. I don't want to be put on this like pedestal of like I'm not, because once you start to do that, once again, like it's just like I can't make any mistakes in your eyes. I don't think that's not healthy. And I hope that most people that tune in won't do that. But if you do find yourself ever doing that, just please check yourself. Refer to this video right here, this episode right here, and But yeah, that's really it. I'm excited to see where this goes. I may record another episode today. I probably won't because I don't have the storage for that. I need to get some more memory cards. But this is not stationed here. It may not, like the next episode may be right here because I may record it right. I just said I won't do that. Forgot that. The next episode may not be here. It could be somewhere else. It's not fixed. Like I already said. I think that's it though. Like I'm proud of myself actually. Proud on the back. I did what I said I was gonna do. I recorded my first episode. And yeah, I'm gonna put this on YouTube. YouTube is gonna probably be like where you get to see the video. And I think for like, I may try to do, I probably may do Apple Podcasts. Not even me. I probably will, like, kind of sure. And then I may do Spotify also. So those two may just be audio though. I probably would just do audio for those two, and then YouTube would be the actual, like, you see me, we see each other type of thing. Outside of that, I don't have anything to say. And I did this a day early. I was supposed to do it tomorrow, but I felt so inspired. I woke up and I was like, let's just get into it. Let's do it today. But outside that, y'all, I don't have anything else to say. I don't have a intro. I don't have a fixed intro, outro, or anything like that. But I will say like blessings to you and yours. Keep a level head. Stay hydrated. Stay grounded. That's the episode.